Okay, I think we got it. Y'all, anybody can do this. I say it over and over and over again, but goodness sakes. All right. Happy Sunday. Happy March. I love when the first is on a weekend and we get to do this together. I'm going to try to bring up the chat so I can see too. If you can, I don't care where you're at unless you're in the bathtub. Hello, Robin. I love seeing your faces because I love that we get to connect in this space. Full disclosure, I just walked in the house, but the first thing that I always do is put pajama bottoms on because I like to be comfy. So it's business on the top, pajamas on the bottom. We do not care what you look like. We just want to see you and see everybody on here. And if you're watching the recording back, please reach out to us and let us know. Oh yeah, Amanda, you don't need to put your camera on if you're showering. That's probably the only time that we do not want you to have your camera on. And see, I keep moving and then the screen moves. This is a different experience. But if y'all already know what March is as far as the incentives and you're super pumped about it, will you just drop in the comments what you're most excited for this month? Because we actually found out yesterday and woke up this morning at 3:30 because my girls had a soccer tournament and we were needed to leave super super early. I was so pumped for everybody to start waking up and finding out what was going to happen for this month because it is magic. So whether you're here for the first time, if you are here on a Zoom for the first time, will you drop that in the chat too? Just say new here, or maybe you've never really shared Plexus before, but you saw all the incentives and all the different things, or you saw us tagging Sam. I cannot handle her. She's like, that is the best in the entire world. I love that we get to do this with kids on our laps.
And she loves jumping in the camera. So to
Is
see
the
y'all.
best. I love that so much. So if you're new here and you are like, okay, well, I got a tag and it looks kind of interesting, maybe to be able to earn some of this stuff. And so if you're watching this back and you're new, or if you are on and you are new to sharing, will you drop that in the chat too? Because we really want to welcome you and celebrate you because this is where it starts. It starts with one decision to get on a Zoom, to listen to a message, and to just try something to see where this can take you. 10 years ago, that's all it was for me. It was one simple decision because I really wanted to see where this would take. And 10 years later, I'm still here, not because I have to be, but because there are so many people that still need what we have. And right now, especially if y'all are using the slim and trim and you're loving it, will you just drop in the comments what you're already seeing with that? I got a message today from a really good friend. She's been on it for 3 days. And her comment was perfect because I 1000% can relate to it. She was like, I feel like my face has not been stung by bees because the inflammation is like leaving. And I was like, I just remember I did a post about this a couple years ago. When I would smile now, like you can actually see my eyeballs because the inflammation was just like draining from my face. Heather, I love that. You said that too. Less inflammation, your joints don't hurt. I'm not going to talk about this a ton tonight, but the reason that so many people are having such massive success with the slim and trim is because, and especially if you have people that are asking why we're doing it mid morning, women's hormones cycle every 28 days, give or take, right? Not all of us are perfect, but they also cycle every 24 hours. And so doing it mid morning for women has been so amazing, not just for like the weight and the GLP-1 hormone that we have naturally, but also for just our body's natural rhythm. And that in turn is helping so many of us with the snacking, with mood swings, with the energy. I've noticed that even being up at 3:30 today, I feel like a lot of times I need multiple actives during the day. And today I did not. And so I'm even finding more natural energy doing this combo too, which has been absolutely amazing. So if you are here and you are new, maybe it's because of the slim and trim combo or because you've seen some of the incentives that are being offered this month. We just want to take a couple minutes, the next 5 or 10, and just kind of go down through my cheekbones are there again. I love that so much. Everything that's happening this month, because there's a lot, but it's so back to the basics. So March Madness, March is always huge in Plexus, People are kind of coming out of the fog. Anybody else feel like that? Drop a one in the comments if you're like, oh my gosh, the sun is shining. I can feel it like seeping from my system that I finally feel a little bit alive again. We're through Christmas, we're through January. February already feels like it goes by in like 0.5 seconds. And now we're into March and people are thinking about all of the things summer and shorts and energy and keeping up with 9,000 different sporting events and all the things that happen in spring. And so March is always huge in Plexus. In the past, we have done iPads, we've done watches. They've done some really amazing giveaways, the therapy masks. I think I'm probably most excited about this. So I know a couple of you in our group chat were like, I've never heard of an Aura ring. I don't know what it is. But if you take a look at it, you'll become quickly obsessed. It maps your sleep. It does so many things to sync your health so that you can really get a clear picture on what's going on in your body. And they're doing a vibration plate, which if you ever talk to me, you'll know that that's one of the first things that I'll talk to you about is lymphatic drainage. And vibration plates because it's something that's so big, like lymphatic massages and tapping for our system, especially with the Slim and Trim combo, because it is moving toxins through our body. So this month, if you have never shared Plexus before with anybody, my mom, my sister-in-law, and two of my friends were the first ones to join me. And that was never me going to be starting a business. That was just me wanting to grab my people. And so if you're here and you're like, that sounds so good, maybe I want to do this, but I don't really know how to share, will y'all drop in the comments who your first three people were that you shared with? And if you were never going to start a business, will you drop that in the comments? Because I want to normalize this and normalize it by yelling it loud and clear that you can make this anything that you want it to be. I post a lot on Facebook. You don't have to be one of those people, right? My first three were calling them up and just saying, hey, I'm going to do this. And I don't want to be 6 months ahead of you when I start feeling better because I know that I'm going to. I want you to come and do this with me. It's just like if we are going to a restaurant. I say this all the time, but you would not go by yourself normally, right? Unless I do love me a good date day by myself and just not have anybody that I have to do anything with. That's a whole different story. But if you were going to go to a new restaurant, you would grab your friends, right? You would experience it together. Plexus is the same exact thing. And so if you're here and you've not shared with anybody, I want you to know that the door is wide open for you this month. Okay. So 3 people doing this with you, you get a vibration plate. You also get $300+ back. That's just to start with. You have a link. If you're here already and you're in our team page and you've ordered the products, you already have what we call a referral link. Referral links, everybody is used to, right? It's like those little pop-ups anytime you order. A lot of times though, it's like you'll get free shipping on your next order or you'll get 10% off. With Plexus, it's so much more than that. So you grab 3 people, you get a vibration plate and $300+. Now, if you want to go a little bit further and you want to grab a couple more friends, 6 people is over $450. But now you also get the vibration plate and the Aura ring. And then it feels like Oprah. It's like you get this and you get this and you get this. And so this month, if you want to keep going and you want to grab 12 people, you get the vibration plate and 2 Aura rings. I'm calling it like his and hers, or you can his or yours and a gift for somebody. So there are so many possibilities this month, but what we want you to know is that we're here every single step of the way. So you're not alone in this. We use 3-way chats. Most of you are probably already in one. If you're not, message the person that started you with this, because we want to make sure that you have that extra support with a couple of people and you can do the same thing. So if your mom wants to do this with you and you're like, yeah, I don't know where to start her with this, or your dad wants to do it, or your uncle Sam, whatever that looks like for you, you just pop them in a 3-way chat with the person that got you started. They'll match products, they'll match goals. We do Zooms like this. And in just a couple of minutes, we're also going to talk. This week, we're going to have a couple of events where they're messenger events. If you've ever attended a messenger event, will you drop a 1 in the comments and just say why you love the messenger events? It is something that's so simple, y'all. You can just message, because I'm a big believer that it's really easy to talk about things if we can invite people into it. And so with these messenger events, I host them or somebody on our team hosts them. And it's like drinking water from a fire hydrant for a hot second. There's a bunch of posts that go in. We usually do about 7 or 8 posts. They go in over a 10-minute span. People can read down through it, and then they order from your link. And so we're going to do a couple of them this week too, so that you can invite people into that, and then they'll order from you at the end. Tomorrow night, and nobody knows about this unless you saw the graphic that was circulating, and we haven't really put it out there yet, but I want you guys to write this down and be there early tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, we're switching it up just a little bit. At 9 o'clock Eastern, we are doing what we're calling a diamond pep rally. When I was in Mexico last week, I met with some of the most inspiring women in the company to me. And we are going to start doing the first Monday of every month a diamond pep rally, and then a couple of times throughout the month too, where we're just going to get on. We're going to do some panels, some questions, help y'all. Wendy Larson tomorrow, she's kind of the mastermind, one of them behind this whole GLP-1 and the science behind it. She's going to talk for a couple minutes. I'm going to talk for a couple minutes just about inviting people in and making that part of the natural conversation. Christina Williams, Brittany Howard, Alita Langford, like all of these people are going to be on. And so tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, we're going to do that for everybody in the field. We can only have 1,000 people on the Zoom. So I'm going to get you guys that information. I'll post it in our team page, but you're going to want to be on that early. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow night. And then we're going to do a couple of messenger events, and I will get you guys all of that information too. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about that first? Okay. Next thing, we are going to have our big team. Will it be recorded? Yes, it will be recorded. Yep. And we'll be able to put that out so that you guys can send that to anybody on your teams that cannot be there. Good question, Sam. Here's the next thing that I want to run by y'all. Originally, before this whole GLP-1 thing blew up, we were going to do a group in our team page in the Freedom Collective and just do all of the stuff in there. And then this whole thing went viral, like thousands of people joining. I don't want to confuse anybody with this because I've already said that we were going to do it in our team page. If you guys would also like to be, and I know some of you already are, there are thousands of people in a group. There's going to be tons of giveaways in there too, but so many testimonies. I'm going to be taking some of that information and putting it in our team page too, so that we can have it on a smaller scale. Would you guys drop a 1 in the comments if you want to open that up to your teams? Meaning that you want to have your teams be in the bigger team, like in the big, huge with thousands of people, or if you want to just keep it small in our team page. So we just actually don't drop a 1. Just say, like, if you want to be part of the big group, will you drop that in there? And if you want it to just be small in our team page, will you drop that in there? Because I'm going to put them in our team page, and I don't want people to be confused by it. But I love the idea of people seeing tons and tons of testimonies. And so you'll be able to keep that where you want it and just let people kind of decide. But I wanted to have you guys know about that too, so that you could decide where you wanted people to go. I don't want to keep anything from anybody, but I also know that some people just really value the smaller groups. Yeah. So I think what we'll do is just pull some of that stuff and put it in our team page so that nobody is missing out on it. Okay, a couple other things that are happening in Plexus this month. They are bringing back a loyalty rewards program. Yeah, Sam, right? This is huge, 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 huge. Everybody that's on your team needs to know about this. It's for y'all too. So whether you have been here for 10 years with me or you are brand new, you get to be a part of this. So what is happening for every new VIP that's coming in? Make sure that they're set up as a subscription. So when you go to add the products to the cart, you need to add it as a subscription. When they go to check out, they're going to get 10% off automatically. On month 2, they're going to, so when their next subscription runs, and this is really important because you want people to keep on subscriptions for lots and lots of reasons, but the most, right, is that they're going to only see results if they stay consistent with this. And so now we have a way to be able to talk to people about this right away. On month 2, they're going to get samples of our favorite products. On month 3, they're going to get a free product only if it runs every single month. So they have to have that subscription on. All of y'all that are already here, make sure you have your subscription set up for this month because it starts you in the program too. So when you have your subscription run in March, in April, you'll get the free samples. And then in May, which seems crazy, does not matter if you change the date or change the products that are in there. You just need to have a consistent schedule. And it has to be, yes, thank you. It has to be 100 PV order.
Okay.
So that's something that's so super important because we want people to stay on a system. So that's basically Slim plus one product or Slim and Restore. We want to make sure. And it's for every single person. It does not matter if you're a VIP or if you're an ambassador, you get entered into that. And then every 3 months, you're going to get rewarded with another new product. Okay. So that's for every single person. I love that it takes what we used to have with perks and just amplifies it times 1,000. But make sure that every single person on your team knows that and start that conversation. And we're going to work together around that too. I'm going to have some stuff that are in there. Sam, I know for month 3, they were talking about doing active bags. I know more information is going to be coming out on that. We were really in like the prep stages of this 2 weeks ago when I talked to corporate and we begged them to get this out for March 1st. And so they acted really quickly with this for us and started the 10%. An official name of the program, all of that stuff is coming. But every 3 months, you'll be able to get something new with this. Okay, any questions about that? Because we're not done yet. Next month is our official 18th birthday in Plexus, which in the network marketing space, y'all, 18 years is huge. Most companies do not make it past year 2 or 3 because they end up going bankrupt and they just don't stick around. So not new as in a new launch product, no, Chelsea, just every 3 months you'll get another product like a bag of active or skin health or something that we already have. You'll just be able to get a product. Great question. So this month, with every single subscription that goes out, Plexus is doing birthday drop cards, which I think is so stinking fun, like so fun. So when you get it, stuff like this just excites me. It's just like kid in a candy store. So it's a little scratch card. And on that scratch card, it will give you the option of like 10% off, 25% off, another free product, something. When you scratch that off, you'll be able to use it for your next order. Everybody in Plexus is getting this. Like, talk about massive excitement and waves of people just getting it legit is like Oprah. And maybe I'm just showing my age because I just remember growing up with her when she would do her like prize give outs. But so many things happening this month that we can talk to people about as they're coming in. So those scratch off cards are going to come in with every single order. You'll be able to do the 10% off for people that are coming in with their new VIP. And then as our subscriptions start going out too, we get enrolled in this new, can't really call it perks. It's not perks, but it's more of like a loyalty rewards program. Okay. Any questions? I know that was a lot in 20 minutes, but I want y'all to be so pumped about this month. We have in 10 years, I don't know the only other times, and y'all can jump in with this too, when we had the new Slim, the Hunger Control Slim come out, what was that, like 6 years ago? That month was crazy huge. I don't know another wave of momentum that I've seen in 10 years that I've been here, like the Slim and Trim is bringing in for people. And so I don't want anyone to wait on this. Like whether you just, if you are here and you are a happy customer and you're like, dude, I love me some free stuff and I just want the vibration plate and the aura ring and I'm good with that. Great. We love that. We want to help you with that. If you are like, I want to earn $10,000 a month and I want to make this my all time thing, great. We love that too. We want to match you wherever you fall on that spectrum. And so do not let any part of this month go by. So we're going to have the messenger events for this week. I'll get all of that stuff posted on our team page. If you go to our first album in our team page, there's already, I put a ton of graphics. I know Baker put a post up today, but anything that you need this month, please do not hesitate. If you are struggling with posts, if you need some stories, if you have a friend that you want to message and you're like, I just don't even know where to start with that conversation, please let us know. If you've started the conversation, you're like, I don't know where to go next, screenshot the conversation over to me. I will help you with it. I love being able to talk this stuff through with people. And Chelsea, same. And we've got the Arizona retreat coming up. Like there's so many things that are happening right now. And if you have ever thought about doing this, whether again, it's dabbling in it, sharing with a few people, or going all in, this is the time to go all in. This month will be absolutely massive in so many ways. And people seeing and feeling results this quickly, because of the way that our bodies have just been flooded with toxins, and this is kind of canceling stuff out, has just been absolutely amazing to see them pouring in. So we'll do the big group. If you want to direct your teams into that, I'm going to be posting in our team page too. If you'd rather just keep it small, you guys can decide that. And I think what I'll do, y'all, is just go live tomorrow and explain that to people and put the group link in there so that people can decide what they would like to do. If they want to like get in on both giveaways, because there'll be giveaways in both groups, then they'll be able to do that too. Okay. Did I miss anything? Any questions before we hop off? I'm so excited. It's going to be the best month ever. March is green, y'all. Like St. Patrick's Day, all the things, the money that's going to be deposited in your bank account. You know, I'm not shy about talking about that stuff because money is needed and it gives you options. And I want all day, every day for you guys. Oh, it would make me emotional. I want y'all to be able to say yes. Say yes to moments with your kids and your family. Say yes to all the things that you want to do in life. And this opportunity allows you to do that. I am firsthand experience every single day, going from a teacher that had quit my job because of my health and living with 5 people on a dairy farming salary and seeing my husband bust every single day to try to support us, and having options now because of a simple pink drink or a purple drink is something that I want for every single one of y'all. So you cannot, Chelsea directed at you and Shelby, you cannot blow up Baker and I's messages too many times throughout the day. I tell everybody all the time, if my messages are going quiet, there's a problem. Like if I am not recharging my phone by 10 or 11 o'clock, because that's something that I choose in this, I love being able to be present for y'all. Because when I'm with my kids, I'm with my kids. And when I get to be with y'all, I get to be with y'all. So let's rock this month. It's going to be a good one. Start blowing me up right after this chat. Let's go. Have a good night, everybody.